Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll quickly go ahead and see the various ways in which we can view our Microsoft Word document, that is the various options that are available inside of Microsoft Word for viewing our document. And towards the end of the video, we'll also go ahead and see how we can view two Microsoft Word documents side by side next to each other and synchronously scroll through them. So let's get started. The first thing to understand over here is that these view options do not make any permanent changes to your document. They are just ways of viewing your document. So they just make changes in that moment when you select the option, and it enables you to view your document in a certain way that is convenient for you to read through it, and it will be restored back to its original shape and form once you deselect the option. And in order to find these view options, we will need to enter the View tab of Microsoft Word, and once you enter them, you'll see an array of options over here, and we'll go ahead and discuss some of the important options. The first category that we'll discuss over here is the immersive reading option. The two options here, focus and immersive reader, are a type of options that enable you to focus on your document, to enable you to focus on the content itself. So the focus option is going to remove all the distractions from the background and just allow you to focus on the content of the document alone. So we'll just go ahead and click it and see what happens. Once you click it, this is what the Word document is going to appear like, with no distractions and just the content itself. And the way to come out of it would be either click on escape on your keyboard, or you can click on the minimize option over here and come back to your document. The next option is the immersive reader option. Over here, once you select this, you will notice that there are a couple of options that open up which allow you to change the text size, the text color, the page background color, and it also allows you to have the text read out to you aloud. And these are the options that open up when you click on the immersive reader. So we'll just click on this and see what happens. And once you click on this, you'll notice that there is another immersive reader tab that opens up over here, and there are a couple of options over here which say column width. So you can just go ahead and change the width of the columns that you're reading over here. Or if you don't want that, let's say you're just reading this at night and you don't want too much white light on your face, so you can go ahead and change the color and maybe change the background color to black like this. And also there are a couple of line focus options as well. So to enable that, you can place your cursor anywhere on the document, and if you want any specific line to be highlighted while you're reading it, you can go ahead and select that as well. For example, if I want one line to be highlighted every time, this allows me to focus more while I'm reading so that I know exactly which line I'm reading. So you can go ahead and select some of these line focus options. There are 1 line, 2 line and 5 lines, etc. There are also some text spacing options. If you want your text to be more spaced out, then you can select that as well. This allows you to keep it more spaced out and makes reading more easier. If you don't want that, you can turn it off by selecting on it again. And if you don't want the line focus as well, you can select none and bring it back to its original shape. There's also a read aloud option, which basically wherever you place your cursor, it starts reading the text aloud for you so that you don't have to read it, and you can just sit and listen to the audio. And this is what it looks like.
Programming languages have evolved.
You can click on the pause button over here or the play button over here, and you can place your cursor wherever you want to start reading the text, and that will allow you to just have the text read aloud to you as well. If you want to come out of the immersive reader, then you can just click on the close immersive reader, and it's going to bring your document back to its original form. The next option that is available inside your view tab is whether you want your pages to be moved vertically or in a side to side manner. Right now, the default option we notice is that it's going to be vertical, which means that I can scroll through my pages in a vertical fashion, that is, the pages come one after the other in a vertical manner. However, I can also have it done side to side as though I'm reading a book. So I can just go ahead and select that, and this is what the pages will start appearing like. And if at all I want to view all of my pages at a time, then there's a thumbnail option over here which is going to just make the size of all the pages small once I click on it, and I can select any specific page that I want to go to. For example, I want to go back to the index. I can directly click on that and it's going to go there. And to scroll through my pages, I'll just have to use the scroll bar on my mouse, and it's going to keep scrolling to the next page in a horizontal manner or a side to side manner. If I want to come out of the side to side option, then I'll just need to click on vertical once again. It's going to go back into the vertical reading mode. The next options that we're going to see are the zoom in and zoom out options. If you feel like the page is too zoomed out, then you can find the zoom in and zoom out options at the right bottom corner over here, or you will find them within the zoom features over here. So 100% zoom basically means right now my page is at a 120% zoom, and 100% zoom is a very default state. So I can just click click on that, and it's going to bring it back to 100% zoom, and I'm going to be able to see more of the content. Also within this, if I want to view one page, as of now we're just viewing one page at a time. If suppose I want to view multiple pages at a time, then I can also select that option. Right now we're on a one page option, which means that I'm able to see on my screen one page at a time. If I want to see multiple at a time, then I can select multiple, and this is going to allow me to see more than one page at a time on my screen, like in this manner. However, right now I'm able to see in some places 3 pages at a time. However, if I do click on the zoom in option, and if I increase the zoom from 60% to let's say 80%, then I'll probably be able to view 2 pages at a time. So depending on how many pages you want to view, you can also change the zoom in and zoom out options either from here. And again, if you don't want to view multiple pages, you can again come back to the one page option, and it'll display one page at a time to you. There's another option which says page width. This basically allows you to zoom the page in such a way that it is going to be zoomed to the complete width of the page. So once you click on it, you'll just notice that the entire width of the page is going to be zoomed in, and you're not going to be able to see the entire page length, but you're going to be able to see the entire page width at a time. Again, if you don't want to view it in this width wise manner, you can again click on one page, and it's going to come back to its original form, and you can go ahead and increase the zoom percentage over here to be able to view the text more clearly. You can either change the zoom percentage options from here, or you can click on the zoom search option over here as well and select your percentages. And within this as well, you have a couple of other options which say zoom to the page width, which is the option that we've seen over here. And there's a whole page option. Basically, it's going to zoom your entire page to the whole page. It's going to display all of it at once, which means that in one go I will be able to see one full page on my screen. So these are some of the other zooming options that are available over here. The next interesting option is if multiple Word documents are open on my desktop, and if I kind of want to switch between the Word documents because I want to go back to another document, there's a switch window option over here, and once I select the drop down, it will display all the Word documents that are currently open on my desktop, and I can switch to them. For example, right now I'm on the document called Basics of Programming. If I select this, it's going to take me to the other document as well. So in this manner, you can switch your documents as well. Now the next interesting option is the ability to split your document. Let's say for some reason I want to freeze my table of contents over here, and I want to be able to scroll down and view the chapters or the actual topics that are present, so that I can cross reference the table of contents with the topics that are present at the bottom. At that point, what I can do is I can just place my cursor at the end of the table of contents, and you'll find an option called as split over here. This is going to split your document into two pieces, and you can freeze one part of your document at one point, and you can scroll the remaining document as well to be able to cross reference. What I mean by that is if you select the split option, you'll notice that it split it into two documents, the same document into two documents, and you can see the same content. What you can do is now you can go ahead and freeze this part of your document at the table of contents, and you can go down and now view one topic after the other and just cross reference and verify your table of contents or something like that. So if you want to split your document so that you can freeze one part of it and then you can cross reference it with the remaining content in the document, then you can go ahead and use the split option as well. And to come out of the split, all you have to do is select remove split over here, and it's just going to remove it and bring it back to its original shape. Now the last most interesting option that we'll be seeing is how do we view two Word documents side by side, because right now there are two documents that are open for me, and let's say for some reason I want to place both of them side by side on my desktop and scroll through both of them parallelly. In that case, what you can do is you can come into the window option over here, and you'll see something called as view side by side. So that is what enables you to view two documents in a side by side fashion. All you have to do is click on view side by side, and it's going to open up the two documents for you, and by default the synchronous scrolling is going to be turned on, which means that both of them are going to be scrolled parallelly over here. If you want to turn that off, or if you want to readjust the synchronous scrolling, what you can do is you can select the window option over here, and within the drop down you'll notice that synchronous scrolling has been turned on automatically. Let's say I don't want synchronous scrolling. First things first, I can just turn it off. Once I turn it off, I'll be able to scroll through my two documents separately right now. And let's say right now I want to readjust the synchronous scrolling to start from the same point. That is, I want the synchronous scrolling to happen from here where both the table of contents are being displayed on both the Word documents, and from here I want synchronous scrolling to start off. Then I can go back to Windows again and turn on the synchronous scrolling, so that right now what's going to happen is the synchronous scrolling will be happening from the table of contents onwards, and it becomes more easier for me to compare it right now, because what is on the left side of the document is exactly exactly what's on the right side of the document and there's no mismatch. So now I can go ahead and compare the two documents and see if all the information is accurate or not. And if I just want to turn it off again, then I can go ahead and turn it off over here. Or if I want to turn off the side by side option itself, then I can just uncheck this right now and it's going to come back into a single document. So yeah, that's how you view two documents in a side by side fashion as well. So yeah, these are some of the important viewing options that are available inside of Microsoft Word to view your document in different ways to make it more convenient for you to read through it and work through it. So do give it a try and let me know if you have any questions in the comment section, and I'll definitely try and help you out. And until then, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.